In a cozy corner of Japan, Naoki's day revolves around a single, unwavering mission: polishing his holy Excalibur. For probably the 100th time today, yep, he's at it again, as everyone seems to do nowadays, diligently working away while flipping through an inspirational magazine titled Shada 101 Ways to Care for Your Holy Relic. Yep, it's holy. All right. However, suddenly, the magazine starts to glow like a neon sign outside a ramen shop. It floats upward, radiating a light so intense it could blind a man squinting into the sun. But Naoki? He's completely unfazed. He doesn't care. In fact, it makes him even more excited. He continues polishing with the dedication of a monk at a shrine, muttering to himself, "This Excalibur won't polish itself, and this weird light ain't gonna stop me." As the room erupts in a divine spectacle, Naoki remains steadfast, making sure he finishes. With an explosive burst of mana from his Excalibur, the light fully engulfs him. When the glow fades, he blinks into a brand new reality, face to face with a radiant priestess who looks like she just stepped out of a fantasy dating sim. Her robes glisten, but they're also suspiciously damp because his Excalibur released its power onto the priestess. She seems unfazed by it and goes, "Welcome, O mighty hero," beaming with excitement that her plan worked. Naoki glances around and spots two more women fighting off giants in the background, their weapons gleaming like anime props on steroids. These two women, yep, you guessed it, have big melons and are very attractive as always. The priestess named Tian suddenly and promptly gobbles up a glowing droplet of Naoki's mana, announcing, "This is exactly how the legend said it would happen." A ripple of energy courses through her, and with a quick flick of her staff, she unleashes a beam of light so powerful it turns the giants into dust particles. Naoki, meanwhile, is trying to process how his ordinary day of sword maintenance turned into this madness. As the dust settles, Tian introduces the other two warriors: Philia, a feisty swordswoman, and Rose, an elf with enough sass to put a stand-up comedian to shame. "The world's going to hell, thanks to the Demon King," Philia explains, dramatically flipping her hair like she's in a shampoo commercial. "You're our chosen hero. Save us with your, special power. Damn, I never knew it was a power to polish your sword multiple times a day. Better get to it. Maybe you can get transported into a special world like this." Naoki gulps, staring at the monstrous threats around him, finally realizing this is real. But when he notices the trio's suspiciously high attractiveness levels, his fear conveniently evaporates. "All right, I'll help," he declares, mentally high-fiving himself. Philia smiles warmly, and Naoki feels like he just unlocked a bonus ending in a dating sim. Oh, it's more than a bonus ending, I assure you. Later that night, Naoki retreats to his room, ready to unwind. As he releases his Excalibur's pent-up mana, yep, at it again already, he hears a knock on the door. The girls stroll in, apologizing for the interruption, though their faces suggest they're anything but sorry, and have a special plan in mind for this special situation. They explain his special, godlike ability, awakening their hidden powers through his special mana juice. Before he can process this, Tian pulls off his blanket, revealing his Excalibur in all its polished glory. Rose grimaces. "This is so undignified," she mutters, rolling her eyes but leaning in anyway to examine this tool. And thus begins the infamous Hawk-2 ritual. The girls awkwardly fumble through the process since they've never done something like this before. Naoki unleashes enough mana to power a small city. Damn, what a lucky guy, getting to do this with 3 hotties when he's been single all his life. Rose suddenly begins to glow green, showcasing that his mana really does power them up and make them godlike. Philia cheers like she's at a sports event, ready to take action and feel the power. However, Tian impatiently elbows her way to the front of the line. "You go, girl." The night devolves into chaotic mana-sharing sessions over and over again. Rose eventually caves and declares, "Fine, I'll let your sword enter my dungeon, but only because the world depends on it. We must defeat the Demon King, so I shall sacrifice my dignity and pride." Naoki isn't sure how to respond, but he goes along with it, exploring her dungeon. Because, well, who wouldn't? She's a good-looking elf girl. They go until it practically overflows with golden mana streams. Philia is next, eagerly offering her dungeon to our boy, but Tian, ever the overachiever, cuts ahead, declaring, "Heroic work waits for no one. After very long sessions of dungeon exploring, we cut to the morning. The trio is glowing with newfound powers, and Naoki is, frankly, exhausted. He's never done dungeon exploring and mana-releasing duties for this long before. As they prep for battle, Naoki sneaks off, leaving behind a note. While the girls think he's strolling through town like a true man exploring the world, he's actually at the elf innkeeper Natalia's place. Oh, I wonder why he's here. Just meeting her and making friends, right? Nope. He's, well, exploring her more sophisticated dungeon. Wow, Naoki mutters. This is what a 5-star dungeon feels like.
Deep in the night, fear takes its hold. The darkness grieves the story